Hi folks, this is Ray from DCRainmaker.com. Today we've got Garmin's new Epix. Do a bit of an unboxing here of the Epix GPS watch. Now this is their highest end wrist GPS watch that they have today, so they've kind of differentiated into three levels. At sort of the base multi-sport level, they've got the Garmin Forerunner 920 XT, then they step it up with a Fenix 3, and then finally the Epix on the kind of the most high-end wrist-based device they have. And so this has a mapping functionality on it. Depending on where you buy the unit, you'll get different types of maps. In my case, I bought it around the corner here in Paris, and so it has the recreational map of Europe. You can also get topo maps depending on, again, which country you're in. So the US has that, for example. So looking at the box, you'll see that it highlights that it's multi-sport, so it's got the ski and snowboard mode that you can use if you're out skiing. That'll automatically track your runs, hiking, trail running, and some of the different widgets that they have within the Garmin kind of Connect IQ system. So let's go ahead and pop the box open. So there we go. That's the Epix sitting there on top. So we'll go ahead and remove this portion of the box. Oops. I didn't say remove it very cleanly, I just said remove it. So we can take this out here by just usually pushing it on through. So there we go. So now we got the Epix unit out. Now it's definitely a bit bigger than most other GPS watches, though it's not actually as big as some might think. The reality is this is maybe a smidge bit bigger than like the 910 XT was, and certainly on the same range as the older Garmin 305 was. So if you look at GPS watches and the history of GPS watches over the last 3 to 5 years, this is really on par with some of the bigger multi-sport devices. Now if you compare it to the newer ones like the 920 XT or the Fenix 3, then no doubt it is a bit chubbier than those. But then again, this has a full color screen on it. It's a touch screen that can be used to look at maps, whereas the other ones simply don't. So put that off the side for the moment. Looking at some of the parts here, we've got, this is the wall adapter that you can use to charge the Epix unit. Next, we've got the actual charger itself. So if we go and take the piece off there. Now the way this works is it snaps on the side, so you can see that I'll go ahead and just pop in place just like that. So it's snug. It's actually a little bit better than it was when they first demoed it at CES back in January. So it's definitely a little cleaner than it was then. Certainly, it's not going to fall off very easily, that's for certain. So that's good. So you could wear this while running. It does support that. So if you're doing a trail run, you need to charge at the same time using like a USB battery pack or a solar charger, you could definitely do that. So we'll go ahead then and leave that there. Move the box out of the way. We've got, in my case, I bought it again here in Europe, so I've got the European plugs for this. If you bought it in the States or somewhere else, you're going to get those particular plugs for your region. Those just simply snap into the back here, so this will just go ahead and pop in place, just like that. And then last but not least, we've got a manual in here, if I can get it to come out. Maybe, maybe not. It's well stuffed in there. There we go. So we got a manual and also 1 year of bird's eye satellite imagery. So bird's eye satellite imagery is essentially what you would think of as Google satellite imagery. So if you go to Google Maps and you click on satellite, this is what you get. This Garmin simply brands it bird's eye, but this allows you to download it to your device and then theoretically see where you're going from the satellite map. Now that's useful in some scenarios, but not as useful in others. For example, if you're hiking out in the mountains, in a lot of cases, bird's eye satellite imagery won't really show you where you are. It's just going to show you trees. Whereas if you're in a city, it's actually much more useful because you can figure out landmarks and things like that. So there you go. That's what's included in the Garmin Epix box. Keep tuned over the next few weeks as I go towards my in-depth review, probably sometime in maybe late June, of the Garmin Epix GPS watch. Thanks for watching.